Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gamehater, the show where Aaron and I play our dubious purchases and decide just how much we hate them. I'm Steve from Gamehiker. Aaron is with me.
Good evening, everyone.
And the game of the night is called Spirits. This is another one where we're coming in mostly blind. I think it was tagged as perhaps a Lemmings kind of game.
Lemmings, okay. It's been a while since I played anything Lemmings like.
Oh no, that is way louder than the title screen.
Oh no, or sound problems.
That'll have to do. And skipped over the plot. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, it looks like we're just playing as little mushroom people, so I mean, what could we possibly be missing out on?
Oh, he's blowing the other little mushroom people. Yeah, it's true. How much story can there be?
So this really is quite the
yeah,
Lemmings-like game. You just have like different kind of powers than you normally would have in a Lemmings game.
Right. So let's see if we can figure out any other. Oh, they die. They die when they've been used.
Yeah, that was the problem with Lemmings. Like, you could only save so many. Like, you had to commit some to dying.
Right.
Because they would be like, they just couldn't do anything afterwards.
Man, I guess I don't remember Lemmings very well.
Yeah, I think it was always a thing, like, you would, sometimes you'd have to actually have them blow up to sacrifice themselves to get through areas.
Yeah. Yep.
Or you would have the guys who would just stop them from moving. And once they were in that, don't go this way anymore, that was basically the end for them.
Yeah, what a drag for those guys.
Yeah.
Did I blow it? I feel like I blew it.
Well, you only had to save 2.
Yeah. Okay. Since I'm not using full screen, the menus are going to become a bit of a problem. Or I'm sorry, the camera panning is a bit of a problem.
So if you go straight up, that should be do it.
Yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, so these weird little jellyfish kind of guy. Come on, jellyfish guys. Or maybe they're fungal spores.
When I looked at this game, on Steam, just before we started playing, I kind of feel like they look kind of sperm-like to me.
They do look spermy. So what do you do? Oh, so now I can make bridges.
So he has a bridge.
Okay. I just had to get him into the draft. This is a fairly elegant tutorial.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too insulting. It's just pretty, introducing you to the concept without...
Yeah, it's not being patronizing. They're slowly letting me get used to abilities just by locking them out. And just letting me use the context of the game to figure out what I should be doing. And I like that in the tutorial.
That said, I mean, there are no lemmings.
They don't have the personality of lemmings.
No, they're kind of a boring set of characters to be playing with. Like, even Mario and Donkey Kong, like, eventually went to like Lemmings format, which I will admit I was super disappointed by because I enjoyed the original Mario versus Donkey Kong quite a bit. But the March of the Minis series went Lemming style, and it had a lot of character because you're playing little robot Marios and little robot Peaches and Donkey Kongs and so forth.
Yeah, that's one that I think once they added the little robot characters, that helped it gain a little bit of its charm back. Okay, wait. I need to... Oh, okay.
This is working.
I've got the wind going where I needed to.
So basically you created some kind of hole?
Yeah, so now they can tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah, did you play the Game Boy predecessor to Mario vs. Donkey Kong?
The Donkey Kong released in 1994?
Yeah, that's the one.
I actually didn't play it until after Mario vs. Donkey Kong because I heard about it because I played Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Like, I'll go give it a try. And I played through, I think, the entire game, and I was pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I didn't play it until it was on that's not going to work, the 3DS Virtual Console. And yeah, that was a good purchase.
Yeah, it's a really surprising game because it
Hmm.
builds off of the original Donkey Kong. Like even the first few levels are from Donkey Kong, but then like it
Right.
becomes like its entirely own game.
Yeah, it just went nuts with new mechanics and level design. It's good, especially as a Game Boy game. Man, this is.
You only risk 2 more.
Yeah, I think I can make it work. To get my bridge. Oh
Oh, that
no,
guy's gonna
that guy's
die.
going down to his doom.
Like, I wonder what'll happen if I go down here. Oh, wait, he's floating.
Oh, he might make it.
Oh, well, I guess he didn't need to do all that.
Yeah, I guess I just needed to make a tunnel for them. And they go to their doom with the bridge.
That somehow just say fantastic. Like you actually build like a place for them to go, and then like the one who misses it, he's
Right.
fine.
Yeah, okay. If that's the way you're gonna be. Spirits. Of course we're sitting here debating what exactly these guys are when the obvious answer is some kind of spirit.
No, I figured spirits was because like it was a drinking game.
Well, I mean, on Gamehater, every game is a drinking game.
It's like take a shot every time one of your spores die. Well, there you go. That's a nice, elegant solution.
Yeah, I guess I made a better downward route this time. Don't do it, guys. Okay.
Not as much room to stop them. Surprised they're not catching that downdraft though. Like the one, it seems like it's going that way.
Yeah, it seemed like they should get that one, but they are not getting that one. Okay, that should be fine.
Maybe. Yep, there you go.
He's good. That went much more smoothly.
Looks like you only lost. You didn't lose anybody. Oh, you lost one because you turned into a bridge.
Yeah, and I should have lost 2 from these tunnels as well.
Oh, that's right. Man, it sucks that everything they do just kills them.
Everything kills them.
Like even with lemmings, like you would have some abilities that didn't kill them, but just make them better because they could like climber and stuff.
Right. Yeah, most of the lemming abilities. I just want to shave off the top here. Okay. Yeah, most of the lemming abilities were not consuming your guys. It's gonna be a bridge.
Looks like you just gotta blow them straight up, or it's going up somehow.
Yeah, just gonna
I guess they're limiting your abilities, though, aren't they?
They are. So I just have to get the updraft better. That should be
Oh, okay. So it's being blocked. Okay.
yeah. So I regret to say there's not much to hate so far.
No, I mean this is actually playing pretty decently.
Yeah.
This could be a problem because we have actually reached like our 5 that we were going to put in, our top 5 Gamehater games. So we don't want to have something else sort of making us actually have like, oh, we have to actually decide what our favorite ones are now.
Yeah, actual decisions. Okay, I know this is going poorly. So,
Oh no.
Yeah, what do I do? Guess I should have just done this a while ago. No, not good enough.
I think you probably want them to going to the left and then blowing over there.
Blow them to the left and then do it again on the lower level.
Yeah.
Alright, let's restart this one. It would be nice if it did the Mario Minis thing where you can choose to pause them.
Were you able to do that one in Mario versus Donkey Kong?
Well, you couldn't pause them, but you decided when they woke up. They would just stay idle until either you tapped one or...
Oh, that's right. Like the whole mechanic wasn't so much that you gave them abilities to work with; it was that you. Is this gonna work? Okay, yeah. Is that they were locked up until you released them, and they had to get everything solved before they were released, right?
Mm-hmm. You could do it that way, or if you got one of them moving, it would tap to do another one, then you get the rest that guy moving as well.
Right.
But yeah, generally the idea was you would set up the level and then release them. There's plants to collect.
Oh.
Thinks they're going to teach me about those. Plants worth more than 1,000 spirits. These guys have their priorities way out of whack.
I mean, did you really even need to set anybody over there?
You need that plant.
Oh, so it's a collectible then.
Yeah.
I was wondering what it meant by collecting a plant.
I
You had to kill one of your guys to make it work.
I know. But it's worth more than 1,000, so it seems worth it.
Yeah, I guess like, maybe it's one thing to sacrifice your men if it's for the greater good, but for collectibles, I don't know.
It's a tougher call in that scenario.
So can you have one like sort of blow back down to get that little plant, or you can probably just walk down there?
That's a good question. I think I shoot them straight up. And
well, yeah, there's a collectible thing down there.
Oh, I missed one. Okay, yep, I'm with you. Well, on the bright side, I ruined everything already. So yeah, you're right. I should set a guy up and blow dudes back down. Get that plan.
Why is there white grass growing up there?
Well, that's not going to work. Yeah, I don't know. The whole world building situation is very unclear to me.
Yeah, how'd that guy get up there?
He got lucky. Alright, let's try this again. So what do I really want?
I'm wondering if you can stop them in midair and then make one start blowing from there.
I'll try it. Nope.
And where are they dropping? Where is this green stuff coming from?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's only when I click one that's flying.
So is it somehow able to help you?
I don't know. Oh, hey, yeah. I dropped it on the plant, and now everything's great.
Oh. So you don't have to necessarily collect it, you just have to crap on it, I guess.
Yeah. And meantime, I accidentally solved this puzzle. I guess I can disrupt the air currents by blowing into them.
They're still missing.
Oh. Okay.
Well, you're still going to get what you need in there.
Yeah, I still got plenty of guys. These ones are stuck.
Well, that's good, because that way they'll be able to get that little plant up there, too.
I already got
Or
this
not.
one. Oh,
there's another one right into the portal.
Man. You're way better at spotting these things than I've been.
Well, I guess got an eye for collectibles. That's what you get when you train yourself for Gamehater. I was in Donkey Kong mode before this.
Yes, Donkey Kong will absolutely train you for that.
Wait, are you still playing the level?
I am. I guess I could end it. Can I say I feel good about this? No.
What does Wake Up All do?
Maybe there is a mechanic for adding more to the screen. I haven't earned it yet. Oh, come on, guys. Get in there.
Everything is going wrong.
Okay, so... You should come back.
There needs to be like a fast forward button in this game.
Oh, there is. I'm pressing it.
Oh, okay.
Because again, these guys are very resistant to our schemes of finding things to hate.
I mean, you've already saved all your kidding. You just keep turning them into balloons and... Oh, okay, there you
Yep,
go.
I found the screw it, let's go button. Okay.
So there's a perfect solution you could be going for, too, where you can only get to use like the minimal number of sacrifices and get all the collectibles at the same time.
So that kind of mechanic can be satisfying. See how far these bridges go. Not very.
Probably build on top of each other.
Right, but do I really want to chain a bridge? I guess. That's so many guys.
Yeah, but you have 37 to work with.
I guess there's no point in being stingy in that case.
It's not like their lives have any value.
Right. They're just little spermy guys. There's millions more of them. Okay, so I can...
one little area there, but they're not going anywhere.
I got the flower. That's the important thing.
Well, there's a flower on the right side of the screen and one on the very top, too.
Yeah, so I'll aim for that one next, and then I think I can just bridge up here and get to the top one.
Well, if you could get them to, as far as going along the left path, is that what you're talking about, or going the right path?
Oh, I want to do both eventually.
Okay.
I don't seem to have a way of killing the bridge, so maybe I don't.
That's a down. That's bad.
Yeah, that's
I guess probably you should have went for the plants before you made that bridge.
Yeah. I might still be able to save it. Man, I'd be using up so many guys. Just trying to.
You only got to save 15 of them.
It's like half what I have right now. I'm not sure if this was better than the bridge.
I think what you need to do is have one right there blowing straight up too. Yeah.
Then one blowing diagonally. Yeah, so it seems like the blowing can be better than the bridge if you don't screw it up. So I might not be getting that last flower. Yeah, it's a lost cause.
So be it.
So there's some random element to whether things work out.
Yeah, like those guys keep falling down.
Yeah. Big mob of them, too. I'd have to sacrifice
blow.
Alright, I'll have to have a guy blow over here. That should take care of it. Yeah, the fast forward could stand to be faster.
You could try when they're going through there again. Try clicking them. They might be able to throw their little seed down there.
Yeah, good idea.
They might throw it right on top of that seed down there.
A little low. So yeah, that's it. Good call. Yeah, it's interesting that they don't grade you on. Oh, it does grade you on the perfect solution right there.
Yeah. But then they have like, you got a B or a C or whatever. And it's just like you either completed or you perfect completed it.
Right. Okay. So.
Which I guess is kind of a good thing in some ways. Like I know when I play some game like Advance Wars or whatever, and I'm going for like an S rank, I get so annoyed when I get like just an A rank. And like at that point, it's like I don't care if it's an A rank or a B rank or whatever. I want the S rank, so I don't care about the other ranks.
Man, I have so much trouble getting spun up about ranks. It's like, I beat the level, get off my back.
Yeah, but the collectibles, you gotta get your collectibles.
Yeah, there are. There's the collectibles to consider.
So how are you gonna bust a hole up there?
Yeah,
can you do that?
So I should be able to. Oh, I can't go up. Well, this is a pickle.
Yeah, I think this might be a one-way trip.
Oh. What am I gonna do?
I think you should have went to that tree to begin with.
Maybe. There's gotta be a way to fix this. See if the bridge redirects me. Nope, I just cannibalized my bridge. Alright, let's try it again.
You know, it's funny how often we'll swear off puzzle games and we still end up coming back to games like this.
Yeah. Oh. I have non-zero tolerance for puzzle games. You know, I'm capable of recognizing a good puzzle game. And often the thing about puzzle games, for me at least, is it can be easy to enjoy one for like an hour and then stop caring.
So no seeds this time.
Well, it's not quite a lost cause.
That's true.
Once a few more of.
Once you get down to like the last two, that's gonna be all you need to, or three, I think, to get those last two seeds.
I think I need 4 total.
4,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Like, no.
Oh yeah, I need more than 1 to get down there.
Oh no. Oh, and the spikes.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
come
hopeless.
on, really?
Hopeless. Oh, if I had counted better.
Well, you won anyway. Oh, now we're starting to get a little bit more complex, our design here.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten the last ability.
Oh.
So he should float, and then drop, and then float. And I think dropping's okay.
I gotta say, so far my big takeaway from this though is that you know, this isn't bad, but I think I'd still rather actually be playing an actual Lemmings game.
Yeah.
Just because there is so much more variety in a Lemmings game compared to this. Like, you don't have this whole wind aspect to it, but still.
Yeah. I think they're to some extent banking on the wind mechanic a lot, which I appreciate. But does it help it compete with Lemmings? That's the question. Well, I'm not going to do that one.
Why are they trying to jump there?
Oh no. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Okay, well that's bad.
Yeah.
That's
murdered them all.
Yeah. My own negligence trying to click on the thing to get the flower. Yeah, like Lemmings, you have a dozen different powers to play with.
Right. And because they can always, you know, change what's going to be in each level, they have so much more variety in what they can do with it.
Yeah.
How did you stop those guys before?
Yeah, I thought it was just kind of a done deal. Oh, that's right. I had them go down to the slower level first.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I? No, that wasn't it.
Maybe you built a bridge. Or a ladder or stairs or whatever.
I'll do the bridge first. Go up here, drop down.
Okay, yeah, you want that ceiling to make them fall.
Yeah, so what's the game plan? I guess I drop them down to this path.
That makes sense. While you're doing that, you can have them drop some seeds and get your goodies.
Right. Will I fly over? Well, that's no good.
For some reason, they like to jump when they see a hole. I think what you want to start doing instead is actually give them a slope to go down. It's probably too late for that now, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
Because it seems like when they approach a hole, they want to jump.
Yeah. Right, so I give them a ramp instead of a pit. So it's good that we're hitting a level that's a little more mentally taxing.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait that long to get to it either, which is good.
Yeah, because puzzle games are often slow burns.
There's that one.
I think I got both of those. Yeah, so we're good.
You might have even got the perfect solution on this one.
It's possible. I am a man of great skill and strategy.
I can see that. I mean, especially since you came up with all these solutions all on your own.
100%. I mean, there's this guy in my ear distracting me with the sperm jokes and.
Looks like you missed one though.
Oh no. Pause to discover the world. Okay.
That's interesting. There's a leaf on top of the swirly portal up there, sort of like the same thing where your guys come out of.
Yeah. That's an interesting point. But what does it mean? Yeah, I guess I should always be pausing when it comes to planting things. Come on, look past
Not
those
gonna
spikes.
make it. No, he made it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this is pretty straightforward then.
That guy
Oh
didn't
no!
make it.
We only need one other guy to make it, but I don't think they're gonna do it.
Oh, excuse me. There's those random elements as. Yeah, pause.
I think the reason why the first one made it was not so much random, but because we were standing when the wind started.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, if you had more momentum. Yeah, so that's how you do it. No, that's not how you do it at all.
Maybe you want a bridge, or rather a stairway,
Stairway
and then
down
some
the
wind.
Try it.
I mean, they are giving you both powers.
Let's hope they don't get too much lift. Yeah, nice. Once again, I figured it out all on my own.
You didn't need no help. Oh, but there's these guys over there.
These ones
So there was more.
And click. Alright.
You completed it perfectly.
Nailed it.
I don't know. I feel like you peaked.
You're secretly playing this game on the sidelines and giving me all the advice. Okay. Oh no. I panicked.
Oh, you gotta say 24 this time. This is interesting though that you have two different spawn points. It makes you have to work a little bit harder.
That adds to the challenge. And also the winds interact, so.
Yeah. It was also interesting that they sort of oh wow.
I get that.
It was also interesting the way they introduced the idea that there would be multiples like this, just because it first comes up in the previous level where it didn't really matter.
Right. Yeah, and that's generally considered good game design. You expose someone to a concept in a safe environment, and then give them a chance to, acclimate to it. And thereafter, you can start throwing more complicated versions of it at them. So what am I going to do? I want to make sure they're done spawning. I'm thinking about despawning these guys.
I don't know. I'll leave them there just in case. You don't want them to start falling down straight down that pit. Then again, you just apparently won. So.
Yeah.
Although they're just sort of hanging out there.
They are stuck.
Fast forward, they'll get there eventually. Have that guy start blowing straight up once he lands.
Yep, perfect. Oh, it's not going to save all of them though. These guys are going to get the spikes. Don't be dumb.
No, they're just gonna kill here.
Yeah, they're taking forever to land.
I mean, you've already missed the perfect solution at this point.
Yeah,
so
clearly.
You're not gonna get like a B or whatever for saving just a few more. You're only doing it for humanitarian reasons.
Right. They can stay behind and get eaten by Pill bugs. And I'm
Then again, you were pretty close.
Yeah, that wasn't. If I had, saved these.
You actually had 3 more there. Like you actually might have been able to do it.
If only I had been slightly more patient.
Yeah. If only someone wasn't discouraging you from going complete.
Damn you, voices in my head.
All right, so it's just a drop this time.
So let's go that way. And we'll go that way again to get my flower power. And then I'm out of ideas. I guess if I screw it up, they'll just get down there and be fine. Or they will all serenely float down onto those spikes. No.
Yay.
Okay. That's a restart.
That's a great thing about lemmings, that they just don't bother telling everyone behind, like, you know what, this isn't working out for us, let's not do this.
Right. They just go and die. So left to his own devices, he's gonna hop down like a fool. And die. We're all gonna die.
What other powers do you have to work with?
I can make bridges, so that seems like a good idea. Okay,
they're just being blown right back.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's the wind? Okay. I was thinking they were knocking into each other. But no, you're right, it was the wind.
No, they don't interact with each other like that.
Okay,
all right,
so
are they going to jump, or?
Yeah, they're not going to make that jump. They're probably not going to make this jump either.
Maybe.
No.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so I need a double bridge there. No, I still got
And then you created like somewhere where they couldn't escape over here.
Yeah.
This work with
is
10.
Getting more complicated.
And that's the way you want things to be.
Yeah. Oh man, I just killed a ton of them.
I don't know. I think they might make it. Oh,
should have.
Can't they reach out their hands and grab the ledge? God. It's like they never played a platform game before.
Right. Well, I don't think they have hands. They're just little armless fungus heads. Oh, right, I need to make a bridge.
Watch out, you're losing guys again.
Losing guys again. It's also fast-paced and chaotic. What's got to do?
So they got to let them queue up over there.
So I've got that wake up all button. Let's go, guys. All of you.
Oh, that's a good button. Oh, look at that. So many of them out at one time.
That's so satisfying. And then one minor mistake will completely sink me. What are you doing?
Like that?
Why would... Whose idea was this?
Why are you so fast forwarding through it?
Oh, it's... I don't think I can save it. Those guys are a lost cause.
Alright, you need to put something here.
Alright, so I'm going to bridge it. Actually...
You're lucky to let you pause and do that.
Yeah.
A lot of games just be like, oh, no. You got to commit to what you just did.
Yeah. So this might be good enough. It's hairy.
I don't think they're gonna make it. I don't think they're gonna. Oh.
All right. Win next time.
Yeah, you gotta win this time. You know, one thing they're not taking advantage of, that sort of the Lemmings formula, was limiting to how many power-ups you can use. Like they're basically like limiting by the amount of guys you have to work with, but
yeah. Right.
That's
yeah,
way more straightforward.
Yeah, this is a little bit better. Yeah, Lemmings, we'd have like 3 ladders and 2 dynamites. things of that nature. I'm worried about this hook, though. I think this might just end up walking them off to their doom again. We'll see what he does.
If they jump, yeah.
Don't be stupid. Yeah, that's no good. It's hard to click on the right thing. Well, that's a bunch of dead lemmings. And then him. Except this blew up in my face last time, too.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, he was there. He just walked right off. You fool.
Well, you got one there, so that's something.
Gotta get that flower. So that should do it. I missed some flowers. Simple wake-up ball.
Oh, the important thing is you won.
I won. A resounding victory.
Flawless, really.
Yeah, we'll see. I think I dumped a few too many down the hole. No, actually, if I had gotten those plants and not dumped those guys in the hole because I would have needed them to get the plants, that would have been the perfect solution.
Wow, really?
So basically, I was there.
That's surprising because like you actually like had some people that died too.
Right. So the guys that died, I would have had to use to get the plants.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think we've done this a good amount of time.
Yeah, I mean we've seen where we can see. Do we ever get the last power?
I wonder. No, we did not.
I wonder what that's for. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious. But, alas, time is up. Curiosity can only go so far.
It's true.
Yeah, so I think that was a pretty competently done game in its genre, which is a surprisingly small genre. The only examples I can think of are the Mario vs. Donkey Kong Minis spin-offs and Lemmings itself.
Yeah, and like to a smaller extent, maybe Pikmin, but that's sort of a stretch at that point.
Yeah, I mean, Pikmin's more combat and time management.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I mean, this is a genre that's been around forever, though. You had Lemmings back, on the old DOS system, so.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's been around forever. So it's sort of surprising that we don't see more games in that style.
Yeah.
This is kind of an interesting throwback to Lemmings, taking a modern take on it. Like, there was some things from Lemmings I would have liked to have in this game, just to give it a little more variety. But for what it is, it's a very attractive looking game, and it plays pretty competently.
Yeah. It's hard to find a whole lot to complain about. I think it's pretty clear that this whole episode we're doing more of a let's play than a review.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything to dislike about the game. I mean, aside from just comparing it to other games, which isn't entirely fair in this case.
Right. Yeah, even just trying to find a list of Lemmings clones is difficult. Similar games to Lemmings.
Yeah, Google's like, oh, similar games. The Secret of Monkey Island, Tetris, Frogger. I was like, okay, well, I guess we. Yeah,
they're stretching. Well, I found a list on Giant Bomb that actually includes spirits. No, they include World of Goo. That doesn't.
Yeah, I'm on a list from more games like. Let's see. There's Amen, Kirby Mass Attack. I never played that one, but
that was a fun one. I wouldn't call it a Lemmings type game. You were collectively controlling a giant squad of Kirbys. It was actually like a cross between Kirby and Pikmin more than anything else. Yeah, we have Hey Pikmin, which, for all we know, is kind of like a Lemmings game.
From what I've seen in the demos, I wouldn't say it is.
No. All right. I haven't played the demo yet.
I do see a few games like something like called Orlanco or Rolando, and maybe Tiki Towers that might be like Lemmings, but it's hard to tell just looking at screenshots.
Right. Well, in any event, it's a fairly small genre, and this appears to be a competent entry in that genre.
Yeah, I would not be adverse to seeing them do a follow up to this one. Add a few more powers and tinker with the formula some more. I think they get make something pretty impressive with that.
Yeah, I'm struggling with whether this is a dumbed down version of Lemmings or a streamlined one. Because I remember with Lemmings, it would often get really frustrating because you were so limited. You were, you saw the hand of the designer more in trying to force you into solutions.
Right.
Where this game gives you fewer options but more freedom within those options.
Yeah, I think having the whole win thing, sort of gives the game more of a physics to work with, which allows you to have more, options to solve things as opposed to having a more rigid. You have to solve it this way, as you would like you would in like later Lemmings levels.
Right. So, yeah, I'm having a hard time saying whether that's an improvement or a criticism.
Yeah. I mean, I think
early 90s were an era of PC games full of needless complexity and fiddly mechanics. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. I mean, there is that, and I think also, like this game, is having you have the alternate objectives, like where you're collecting the plants or getting the perfect score. Whereas Lemmings was always just about getting to the next level. I don't remember there ever being like any special incentives for doing it a certain way. Like you just had to solve the level, and that was it.
Yeah. I think often there was really one valid way.
Yeah, and so because of that, because you have this alternate, extra way of winning, getting like the completed perfect score, it gives you more freedom because you don't always have to get the perfect score. As long as you win, that's what matters. But you have an incentive to do it the way the game designer wants you to do it. So you have a little bit of both worlds instead of just being stuck just the way the designer wants you to beat it.
Yep. And that said, I'm a little bit curious if there's any bonus aside from satisfaction that looks like maybe a leaderboard.
That's a good question. Let me see if I can find an answer to that real quick. Spirits.
Out of your way.
Perfect scores. Of course, with a generic name like Spirits is very hard to find. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just trying to look up the length of the game, and I'm striking out.
I think at most you might be getting some Steam achievements for it, but
okay.
It looks like there's like 4 different perfect score ranks that you can get, and as long as you get 36 of the 43 levels of the perfect score, then you would get the final achievement.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that can be a perfectly valid motivation to do well. So it looks like this is probably a 3.5 hour game. There's one guy who took 6 hours, so he was probably trying to perfect every run. Or every level, rather.
Right.
And let's read the actual description now that we've formed our own opinions in a vacuum. Autumn is quickly approaching, and the spirits of fallen leaves are setting out on their journey home. Guide them by changing how the wind blows or by rebuilding the ground.
So we're playing as leaves?
We're playing as leaves. There's a whole trailer about a leaf falling and then turning into a spirit and going home. I don't know. I think you were on something with sperm theory.
Yeah, I mean, it's so very much like it has to be a sperm thing. I mean, we didn't get to that level in our playthrough, but there is one level. We won't show it here because might not be the best thing to have. But if you're curious, just go to the Steam page for this game, look at the very last screenshot, and form your own opinions from that, and see if you come to the same conclusion we did.
Right. The trailer which I have up and no one can see because that's how this show works. The trailer had one turning into some kind of giant ball of leaf spirit and doing something. I'm not clear what.
Oh, so is that the final power then?
Presumably. So, may as well wrap it up. Seems like we said, it's a pretty good game. It's a genre. It's an underutilized genre. So, if you're itching for another Lemmings type game, then you should absolutely be giving this one a shot. And anything else you want to say before the final rating?
That's pretty much all I can say. Right now, it is going for $9.99 on Steam. I don't know if that's worth it for a 3-hour game, but if you ever see it on cheap for a sale, then I would say definitely go for it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of something appropriately funny with the final rating, but I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, so I just have to give this a regular, boring thumbs up.
I am also going to give it a thumbs up, which is unfortunate because now it is stuck as a thumbs up. So eventually I may have to delete it, but I won't have a hand anymore. So I guess it's stuck this way.
You've got more fingers. You'll be fine.
That's true. That is true.
Alright, so that was Gamehater reviewing Spirits. And as always, if you've got other games you want us to see, train wrecks, or your favorite game in the world that you just want to see ripped apart for your own amusement, let us know. And nothing left to say except we hate this game and we're going to bed. Good night.
Good night.